This was supposed to be a team that was a year away, a tad too young to win championships against senior-laden outfits eager to take them down. So much for that line of thinking. The Folsom Bulldogs continued their remarkable ascent on the football landscape, basking in another trophy at a field that suddenly feels like home. Down 14-0 in a flash, the Bulldogs scored 28 unanswered points and withstood the remarkable skill and speed of Helix for a 49-42 victory over the Highlanders from La Mesa on Friday night to win the CIF State Division IAA Championship at Sacramento State. Sign up today for a free 30-day free trial of unlimited digital access. Twice a team in the 190 School Sac Joaquin section has gone 16-0, and both times it was Folsom, first in 2014 with record-setting quarterback Jake Browning, and then this group, led by a host of juniors and sophomores. Most state championship teams are senior-heavy, grizzled, but we've done it with some young stallions, Folsom coach Chris Richardson said. The great thing about this group is we never flinched. Players and coaches stormed the field after the Bulldogs withstood the late charge of UC Davis-bound quarterback Carson Baker, who willed his team to stay in it throughout. Folsom celebrations have become common at Hornet Stadium this decade with 6 section titles and now this. The Bulldogs are 111-9 this decade in the closest thing to complete and utter regional dominance since the famed Cordova Lancers led the nation in victories in the 1970s. What Folsom has done is more remarkable because it has come during the CIF State Bowl era. Folsom has 3 state titles now, the first in 2010, and another may come next season, given the wealth of returning talent, headed by brothers Joseph and Daniel Ngata and Caden Bennett. They go by the Reno Express, tied to their beloved roots in Nevada, which have been scrutinized on social media and in anonymous emails and letters to the Sac Joaquin section office. Skeptics insist Folsom's title would not have happened with homegrown talent, that somehow the season was not noble and clean. Richardson argued that 90% of our roster is from here. The Ngatas and Bennett have been Folsom students since the start as incoming freshmen. Bennett passed for 327 yards and 4 touchdowns, and the junior rushed for 147 yards on 14 carries and 2 scores to cap a prolific season of growth. Bennett has passed for 4,436 yards and 57 touchdowns, and he rushed for 1,226 and 16 scores. Junior receiver Joseph Ngata had 5 catches for 98 yards, including a dazzling 49-yard score to tie it at 14-14, more than holding his own against Helix's Isaac Taylor Stewart, rated one of the best cornerback recruits in the nation. Sophomore Daniel Ngata had a touchdown run, 3 receptions, and some key blocks. It looked grim for Folsom on its first play, a 2-yard loss on the ground, and then it looked worse when Bennett was intercepted off a tipped pass inside the 10, setting up Helix's first score. A moment later, Baker hit Isaiah Wooden for a 73-yard touchdown strike, and the Highlanders of the San Diego section were rolling. Then Folsom snowballed, which it has done a lot in recent years, scoring in bunches, owning the track meet.